guys, this is Pixel Dan coming to you from the 2018 New York Toy Fair, and I'm here at the Diamond booth with my friend Zack. What's going on, Zack?
Not much. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Seeing a lot of cool stuff. How's the show been going for you?
Going good. I mean, everybody seems to have a good reaction to the stuff, and I'm like a kid in the candy store. Everything that we're doing is very cool. Even if I'm not a fan specifically of the product, of the property, the product all looks fantastic. So it's making me a fan of the property just looking at the statues that we do. I can say all this because I don't make any of them. Our sculptors do fantastic work. We have a lot of great sculptors we work with, and painters, and the product managers are really making it so that everything is coming out really nice.
Excellent. All right, so you got a lot of cool new things on display, so why don't you start running us through all of it?
Sure. Behind us you can see the Ghostbusters line, which has been one of our very popular lines with collectors. We're getting into the second phase, if you will, Ghostbusters 2. There's a buildable diorama. Again, the first diorama, of course, was the rooftop. The new diorama is the firehouse doors. We've shown it before. We've talked about we have Series 6 should be coming out very soon with Vigo and Ray and Louis Tully. Series 7, we got Janos Poha, who's actually going to be exclusively at comic shops. We'll do basic versions at Toys R Us of anybody else without the diorama parts, but he's going to be exclusively there with Oscar. Okay. And then we've got the back and gray versions of Ray and of Peter and Winston and Egon, and slime blower versions of Ray and Winston, and then we're going to move on to Series 9 and 10, which is real Ghostbusters. Yes. A lot of people have been waiting to see these. Hopefully you like them. Some people are on the fence about them because they're not quite what they were expecting. Some people were expecting us to reissue Kenner stuff, and that's totally not what we were doing. I've been trying to talk about what we were aiming for this whole time. But it's in scale to our 7-inch stuff. It's going to work with the ghosts that we've made so far, Library Ghost, Taxi Ghost, Vigo the Carpathian, Gozer, everybody. And but there's new gear, new heads, new belts, new proton packs, new ghost traps, new PKE meters, even new pants for the way they do their boots. So they're 75% new parts, and we do use a realistic torsos, with a realistic detail. It's not as smooth, say, as an animated series look, but it does fit into the world we've created, and it will work with the firehouse that they include parts of. So if you want to build a firehouse, you will have to do Ghostbusters 2 and real Ghostbusters. Hopefully that's worth it to you to do one or the other. Hopefully you like both. I think the figures are great for both of them, but whether you're a fan of one or the other, I think the firehouse is going to be a must-have. It's a really cool diorama.
It's really impressive, especially seeing it in person, just how big it is.
It's very big. It's like 2 feet by 2 feet. It's impressive.
It's amazing. And the real Ghostbusters look really cool. It's kind of like a hybrid, like you said. It almost got like the realistic sculpts, but the faces still have a very animated look to them. Like they look like the characters from the cartoons. So
yes, we want them to be cartoon-accurate faces, and the bodies are a little bit more realistic. The heights aren't as drastically different. They're more, realistically different. A couple inches here, a couple inches there. Proportional inches. And the detail is there, but we felt that would be the way to go. And also, if we were doing complete new sculpts, honestly, we probably would have trouble fitting that into the budgets for the figures. We are trying to make to get to Series 10, and hopefully this will really encourage. Series 10 is definitely happening, but hopefully this will have sales to improve and go into Series 11 and 12. Hopefully this will make people go back and do more with the Ghostbusters 2 to build that firehouse. And I really do think that the majority of real Ghostbusters fans will think what we're doing is pretty cool.
Good. Ghosts, right? More ghosts.
Yes.
I think that's what everybody's already saying about real Ghostbusters is now we need like Sam Hain and maybe the Boogeyman and all these ghosts.
Yeah. No, we'd love to go to Series 11, absolutely. Hopefully Series 9 and 10 are the blockbusters we hope they'll be. And somebody on Twitter was asking just now, Extreme Ghostbusters, please. And I'm like, yeah, let's see how it goes.
One at a time, right?
Let's see how it goes. I'd be happy to just get an ectoplasmic Ghostbuster, box set or something where you got all 4 of them with the green translucent heads. That'd be pretty cool. Something we could do pretty easy. But it's obviously you got to have a retailer who's behind you on that, or a whole bunch of retailers. So
of course.
Yeah.
Very cool. So Ghostbusters is looking pretty great here, but a lot of other cool things here as well. So what else we got down the line?
Sure. Yeah. Pacific Rim. We're very excited about Pacific Rim. We've got 3 waves on display. The Series 1 is imminent. Again, we're going to be doing deluxe versions at comic shops, special stores, with a lot of extra accessories and interchangeable parts. There will be basic versions at Toys R Us for a slightly lower price point.
Okay.
And those won't have as many hands or weapon hands or things like that. And we're going to do that for Series 1, 2, 3. And we do have a Series 4 planned out, and we'll see how Series 1 through 3 go. But we want to do lots of Jaegers. And we do have our first kaiju here on display, the Hakuja. He's the big guy, I believe. and he's a vinyl figure, but he's gonna have like 8 points of articulation, shoulders, wrists, neck, and a hinged jaw, which is very cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yes. So and he's beautiful. He's got an amazing paint job, and so that's gonna be a little bit more expensive, like $45, probably a window box.
And he's done in like a vinyl, you said.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a softer plastic.
Gotcha.
Maybe some roto parts. I'm not sure how that's gonna be done, but he will definitely have articulation. And we're also doing these chibis. They're gonna be a blind box. They're kind of super deformed, like a Japanese style.
Oh, yeah.
Super cute Jaegers and kaiju. So that's a new one for us. I mean, not blind boxes, but that super deformed kind of style. We've never really done anything like that before. So hopefully it resonates with collectors.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. And I just love everything. Like the figures look incredible. Like the detail and the sculpts and the paint and everything looks wonderful on those.
They're amazing. I'm a big fan of the first movie. I'm looking forward to the second one.
Excellent. All right, very cool. So what do we have next down the line here?
Next down the line, you've got our new DC Gallery line. Now, you've seen the stuff we've done for the animated series and the Justice League movie and the CW TV shows, but now we're doing DC Comics. We're going to kick it off with a Harley Quinn, like she looks in the Suicide Squad comic, and we've got 10 different characters up there: Shazam, Superman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Aquaman, the Flash, Catwoman, the Joker, Batman, and we're going to do a second Harley Quinn down the road based on Joseph Michael Linsner's artwork. So very fun. He does Cry for Dawn, and he's done a lot of work for both companies, and he's been doing some covers for the Harley Quinn series that are very, very cool.
Sweet.
And but the CW stuff and the Justice League stuff is coming first. That'll be out Justice League will be out pretty soon, and we're kind of wrapping up the animated series stuff. We've got a few more PVCs and a few more busts to come out, and we might start to phase that out in favor of the comic-based stuff.
Okay. Very cool. Excellent.
Our Vinimates vinyl figures, we're going to keep doing that for DC. Comic, TV, we just announced some Arrow Vinimates. They're the 4-inch vinyl figures. They're Minimate style. The DC ones are unarticulated. Some of the other ones have articulated necks. But we're going to do comic, video game, movie, TV for the Vinimates, and hopefully that's something people will really get into. We're on Series 3 of the comic-based stuff. We're also doing Vinimates for Kingdom Hearts, which is another big line for us. It's been doing very well, so we're offering it at Toys R Us, GameStop, Target. And we're going to start getting it into Walmart and also Walgreens, but we're going to start getting into Walmart and Best Buy.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, so different iterations for each one, a couple exclusives here and there. 2 packs at certain locations, 1 packs at Walgreens. They'll have like an exclusive timeless figure from the Steamboat Willie world in each wave. And we'll have an exclusive pack at comic shops too of Aqua and a Birth by Sleep costume Goofy, which is pretty cool. And we're going to keep doing Mini-Mates. I don't know if you saw over there, we've got, we're going to do a deluxe Tron light cycle with Space Paranoid Sora. The comic shop always have exclusive Tron versions, Space Paranoids versions. So the first one has Mickey and, Tron and Donald, and the second one has Goofy, and I think we're still trying to figure out who the second one is for that. And then there'll be timeless versions that are exclusive to Toys R Us, timeless 2-packs. So, but the shared ones will be, Sora and Mickey and Donald and Goofy and other main characters from series, Pete. Organization 13, Mickey, stuff like that. And the other big license is Sonic. We just announced Sonic stuff. We're going to do some PVC gallery pieces. Again, the $45. That's what those DC ones are. They're gallery PVCs. They're a more durable $45 price point. It's really great if you're a statue. If you want to be a statue collector, but the price is sort of an obstacle. This is a really good line to collect because it's not going to break the bank.
Right.
So we're going to do that for Kingdom Hearts and Sonic, and those are going to start off at GameStop, and then they're going to be offered at specialty stores later on. We're also going to do some Mini-Mates for Sonic. You can see them there. And not shown is some mini-figures we're going to do. So they're fully sculpted, not like the Mini-Mates that are based on the block system.
Right.
And those, but they're going to be more posed, and they're going to come with, some are going to be blind box, but some are going to come with diorama pieces. So you can build a racetrack from the game that they can be posed on, and you can collect and connect different pieces and form like a big map for the Sonic guys to race around on. So that'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You might just keep moving.
Yeah, let's do it.
Marvel Mini-Mates, we're showing some a new wave of Marvel Mini-Mates, all based on, we started doing Build-A-Figures in Series 75.
Okay.
So it's all Defenders comic based, so you got Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Iron Fist and Punisher and Moon Knight. And then you collect all 4, you can build Quake, Daisy Johnson, the Age of the Shield. Series 76 is all Maximum Carnage, so it's all Spider-Man characters, Demo Goblin, Doppelganger, and if you collect all of them, you get to build Shriek. the woman that I guess Carnage was in love with. I haven't read that particular crossover. That was right after I started getting out of Amazing Spider-Man, but I'm gonna get it out from the library and go read it.
Nice.
Now that I know we're doing this, we got a few more Marvel selects. The Thor Ragnarok figure is finally gonna come out next month.
Oh, sweet.
But we have our comic-based Beast on display. Black Panther movie is gonna be coming out real soon too. We've got a bunch of the Marvel galleries on display, those $45 ones. We're doing Squirrel Girl, we're doing Classic Dazzler, Wolverine, Black Cat, Black Widow, Deadpool, Thanos, Carnage, Venom. We've got a lot of new ones on display, as well as some that are going to be coming out real soon. And we're also still making statues for Marvel. So we've got some little ones, we've got some big ones. Magneto, we're showing a Lady Deadpool for the first time. We've got a nice little triptych of statues, Cable, Deadpool, and Domino. We're not doing anything from the movie, but we figured a nice little comic triptych of those would be a good item to do now. And and last but not least, we got the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Yes, a lot of new stuff over here. It looks like for Nightmare, like in the figure realm. It looks like. Yes,
we've shown some of these dolls, the 16-inch scale, really 14 to 16 scale dolls. They're getting a little bit more deluxe, like Lock, Shock, and Barrel's a 3-pack. They were, they started off at $50, a basic Jack and a coffin. But now we're getting some accessories. Jack's gonna come with a big snowman suit. That's
so
gonna be
cool.
like $75. Lock, Shock, and Barrel, there's 3 different figures there, so that's going to be like an $80 price point. Then we're going to do a Jack with a podium and a Sally with her cooking pot, and those will again be a little bit more expensive. The Select line continues. Again, deluxe versions with diorama parts at comic shops. We're going to do a buildable gift-making table. They have this long table they work at, and they're making all the horrible gifts. We've done some of the gifts in the packs in the past series, but we're going to make more of them, more wrapped presents, tools like hammers and saws. And you'll be able to build that if you buy, I think all 3 in Series 6, and I think some in Series 5, and also some in Series 6. But we're going to do some really great secondary characters we haven't gotten to, like the Devil, the Harlequin, the Merlady, the Clown with the tearaway face, the Hanging Tree. People have been asking for that Hanging Tree. Wolfman, Melting Man, Easter Bunny, Igor. Some really great characters. But we do have a Sally in Series 6 and a Vampire Jack in Series 5. So we have some of the main characters there as well. And that's going to be, so we'll have the deluxe at comic shops and the basic at Toys R Us. We'll do some more mini-mates for that. We don't have the full lineup here. We'll do some for comic shops, some for Toys R Us. Okay. And we're launching a new line. It's the 25th anniversary. So we've got a fully articulated 10-inch line with cloth costumes, slightly higher price point because they're going to come with some big accessories. They'll come in like a coffin-shaped box for about $50 each. And Jack comes with a podium, and Sally comes with her stove and a cooking pot, and the mayor comes with a giant telescope so we can watch Jack's progression across his ride on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's so
it's a lot of fun stuff. That's our 25th anniversary line that we're doing there, and if it does well, maybe who knows? Maybe we'll expand it in the future and do some more characters. But yeah, and we have some stuff we can't really show. I think this curtain is opening up. We got a little bit of.
Didn't see anything.
Didn't see anything there. We're gonna be doing stuff for John Wick 1 and 2.
Okay.
The action movies, and I'm a big fan. And then with Keanu Reeves, very cool. They're working on a 3rd one and a TV series about the hotel that he visits, which is like a hotel for killers. It's pretty cool, and should be cool, the series. And we're going to do stuff for The Predator, the new Shane Black movie.
Awesome.
We've got some mini-mates. I'm sure we'll do some Banks as well. And we're going to do a big Predator cookie jar, too, to go with our Alien cookie jar. So that should be a lot of fun.
Of course. That is awesome. Wow, you guys have a lot of stuff.
We do a lot of licenses. I'm sorry, that was a marathon. I didn't even let you get a word in edgewise.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm sure you want to keep this to a manageable length, so
of course.
I figured I'd just keep moving, just rolling it along.
No, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of cool stuff, and we'll definitely get great close-up shots for everybody. But
awesome.
Cool stuff, Zach. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to just walk through all of that.
Dude, thank you for coming by. Big fan of the show and the channel, so I appreciate it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Zach. Well, there you guys go. A look at what Diamond has on display here at the 2018 New York Toy Fair.
Stay up to date with Pixel Dan at Toy Fair. Follow @Pixel Dan on Twitter or /Pixel Dan on YouTube.com. Thanks for tuning in to your premier source for all things toys, Pixel Dan. See you again.